Hi, my name is Jeremy Taylor, and for my Access Database project, I plan on doing that on the U.S. Postal Service. And the reason I chose the U.S. Postal Service is because I'm a current employee of the U.S. Postal Service. And since it's where I work and um, we do a lot of monitoring, we track just about everything and anything when it comes to the Postal Service. And before I dive into the meat and potatoes of my project, I'd like to give a little background on just what it is we do, how we got started, and the whole nine. Um, some interesting facts about the Postal Service is that back in 1775, Ben Franklin was appointed as the first Postmaster General of the Post Office. And then we went through a ton of changes technology wise. I mean, 1775 up until through the current process of being that it's 2017, there's just been a number of different changes when we've launched first class mail, and then we brought out second class mail and third class mail and media mail, express mail, priority, all those different things. And that those are changes that have happened over the years. And another kind of like significant date for the post office is back in 1971. The U.S. Post Office broke away from the federal government, where we were a self-funded organization. That happened back in 1971. Um, and So pretty much every penny that we make is to keep us running. So every stamp that's sold, every package that's mailed, that's how we sustain ourselves. And what a lot of people don't know is that we get zero tax dollars every year in order to operate. We handle 47% of the world's mail volume, and back in 2016, we had an annual revenue of $71.4 billion, and that was through the course of 153.9 billion pieces of mail processed and delivered. We have 38,000 post offices throughout the United States and its territories. There's almost 500,000 employees in the post office. We're the second largest employer in the world, behind Walmart. I'm sure Amazon would be catching us here pretty quick and passing us, and probably even Walmart. We do have a contract with Amazon, so they rely heavily on us to deliver all of their parcels, and for that, we even do Sunday deliveries, which I know surprised people a few years ago when we started doing that. The With that, we do have a lot of challenges when it comes to monitoring all those things. And the meat and the potatoes of my project is going to be around tracking 15 routes through the course of a week and gathering up their data for how much mail volume they get, letter mail, flat mail, which is your magazines, those are called flats, parcel counts, which are your packages, whether or not they're Amazon, first class, second class, priority, third class, media, and tracking those 15 routes. And based on how much mail and flats and parcels that each carrier gets, determines how much time they have to deliver that mail. So if one route might have 6 feet of mail and flats and 47 parcels, they might give that carrier 6 hours to deliver it. Well, one of the things that I'm hoping to accomplish by this is if they say you've got 6 hours and you meet that timeline, you don't meet that timeline, or you exceed that timeline as far as you're done before that, you exceed that expectation, um, why is it that you're able to not meet that deadline? Might take a little bit longer, or how much longer? Or if you're done before the 6 hours is up, what was it that you did to complete your task before the 6 hours? So my project is geared around more towards watching the labor costs of those 15 routes for a week, and hoping that maybe this gets implemented in my office, or it doesn't. But that'll at least give me more of an opportunity to really dive into the operational side of where I work at and get those facts and figures, and understand a little bit more about where I work at.